does that mean?
Means when dopamine is released in the area of the reward center, the nucleus accumbens, it's an actual anatomic structure in the brain which you can see on imaging. When dopamine is released there and it binds to its receptor, like so, you transduce the feelings of reward. Okay? And reward is good. Reward is what gets you out of bed in the morning. If you don't have reward, basically you shrivel up and die. Okay? Reward is essential to the survival of the species. Orgasm is reward. Okay? You need it. Mm-hmm. It's part of daily life. But, okay, too much reward is a different story. And the reason is because dopamine, because it's an excitatory neurotransmitter, it causes the next cell to fire. Well, if it causes the next cell to fire and fire and fire, that cell dies. Neurons want to be tickled, not bludgeoned. Chronic overstimulation of any neuron leads to neuronal cell death. So that postsynaptic neuron with the dopamine receptor, it's got a plan B. It's got a way of mitigating that negative response. It downregulates the receptor. So now, more dopamine, less receptors, less chance that a molecule will find a receptor to bind to. Well, that means the gain, the amplitude on the reward is going down. More and more for less and less. The law of diminishing returns.
Like an addiction, like a...
Tolerance.
Yeah.
Tolerance is one half of addiction. And then when the neurons do start to die, that is addiction. Exactly right. So dopamine drives addiction. And it doesn't matter what the cause of the dopamine release is. In the extreme, it will be addictive. Now, serotonin does not downregulate its own receptor because it's not an excitatory neurotransmitter. It's an inhibitory one. So do you need to downregulate an inhibitory response? No.
An inhibitory means what?
Well, it means puts the next neuron to rest.
Okay.
Instead of stimulating, instead of firing, it's actually calming.
Okay.
Right? So there's no such thing as being addicted to too much happiness because the receptors are still there. But there's one thing that downregulates serotonin, and that's dopamine. So the more pleasure you seek, the more unhappy you get. And we've been told for the last 100 years that pleasure is happiness.
Neurologically, the pathways are entirely different, as you say, between pleasure